Hold on, you guys. Welcome back to the Super Slow. Welcome back to the Super Slow channel. I hope your guys' 2025 is going amazing. How is planned? Whatever you want in life, make sure you grind this year. The hardest is 2025, man. We gotta go hard to push our dreams and make them true. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about the reason why you guys, the main reason why you guys click on this video. You guys saw the thumbnail. There was a little situation with my new car that I purchased. So we're gonna talk about all that on today's video. I had a different video planned, but unfortunately things happen, and things happen for a reason. Always gotta stay positive, you know, things, like I said, things happen for a reason. But before we get into the little storytelling, don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to subscribe. We're like 4 subscribers away from 2.5k subscribers, so if you could definitely hit that subscribe button, I really appreciate it. This year I want to hit at least 10k subscribers, so hopefully you guys can help me make that possible. That being said, let's start the story of the reason why you guys even click this video. So here you go. Here's a little storytelling. If you guys haven't seen the video, I did a recent video on December 15th, 16th. I'm gonna pop up the picture right here on the exact day that I posted it. Here's the video. As you guys seen, I did purchase not a brand new, but I purchased a new car. It's a 2021 Mustang Mach-E. It's all electric. I did a whole video on it and how it looks, so if you guys want to check out that video, the link will be down in the description below. I made a video obviously because I purchased the new vehicle. Everything was all finalized and everything. So this was around December 14th. You know, we were going back and forth with the numbers between the salesman before I even purchased it, and you know, everything cleared up. We purchased the vehicle and we signed the contract and everything. To fast forward, we are on January 10th. This happened January 9th or 10th. About the whole situation. So they sold me the car, but I guess they sold me the car. They didn't want to tell me good details because it was a little iffy, like sketchy. Because they lowered the car super cheap in order for me to take it. To keep in mind, it was the end of the year, so you know they gotta make enough units every year, every month. That salesman kept hesitating. Hey, look, I'm gonna lower this much, okay? I'm like, and obviously I'm trying to get the best deal ever, so I'm like, oh no, I don't like the number. So we're negotiating. He lowered it more. January 8th, the finance people, they called me. I didn't answer because I was working. As you guys know, I do work a full-time job. The finance company contacted the dealership themselves, and they told me, hey, we're trying to get in contact with, obviously, with Angel, which that's me. He hasn't been answering or whatnot. So the salesman texted me. He's like, hey, if you could give him a call, here's the whatever, like the reference number or whatever. So they did a red flag towards the dealership, or the dealership like did something that caused a red flag. They ended up doing like, they're pretty much scamming the finance company, because obviously the finance people buy the vehicle off the dealership, and then the finance company, the finance people that give you the loan, obviously you could have the car, but you gotta make the payments because now it's theirs. So I guess they, like I said, they did a red flag. I guess they were trying to profit more of the vehicle towards the, so like let's say they sold me a car for $10,000, and then you know we agreed upon on the numbers and everything. We agreed on it, and then they then tell the finance people, hey, we sold it to him for $15,000. So then they sold it to me for $10,000, so the extra $5,000 the dealership gets to keep, plus whatever you give for a down payment. And in my case, that's what happened. I gave him a down payment. It's not a lot, but it was a down payment of $2,000. Like I said, there's a red flag, and usually finance companies never really have interviews with the lender, which is me. Like or any person that takes out a car, they never really give you a phone interview or try to make sure it's you, or like to make sure it's legit. Like I bought multiple cars in my life. I never had to deal with that ever. Actually, I never dealt with that, and this is the first time it ever happened. So I'm like, something's a little weird. Even when I was purchasing the vehicle, something in my instincts were telling me like, this is too good to be true kind of deal. Like this whole time, like they really agreed on exactly what I wanted, the total amount of what I wanted. Like it was too good to be true. So, but when they gave it to me, like, oh, like, you know, I was all excited. I'm like, okay, cool. It worked. Pretty much the finance company called me and said that they need to schedule an interview, a phone interview. Like I said, I never had to deal with that. I never had a phone interview. Usually, that's why you go to dealership, you get a pre-approvals, you get approved, they tell you the X amount of months, X amount of total amount, the interest rate, and the monthly payment was gonna be. They asked me for my full name. I give them a full name, and then they asked me for my social. I give them my social number. They couldn't find anything under my social, like no card or nothing under my social, which was, I find that kind of weird, because usually when you buy a vehicle, keep in mind this is already 3 weeks, almost a whole month in. Remember, we bought the car December 14th. We're January 10th when I give them a call back. So I call them, obviously, whatever. They couldn't find me with my social, so I'm like, okay, I have the VIN number of the vehicle. If you guys want it, you guys could probably find it like that. I give them the VIN number, and the lady was still not able to find the vehicle. A month in, typically dealerships have 7 days to 7 days. Yeah, I think they have 7. That's what the lawyer told me. They have 7 days to do all the paperwork to the DMV and to the finance people, for, you know, to transition the name or like pretty much do the whole hassle. They have 1 week. And keep in mind the dealership hasn't done none of that, no paperwork or nothing on their end. So that's why the finance company was trying to contact me for that reason. I heard this, or I never dealt with this. They say your first payment is gonna be January 13th, but you have to pay the first payment at the dealership because they haven't done the paperwork. So by the time they get the payment and with all the paperwork, the car is gonna be late because the car payment is due on the 13th, so they will be done around January 20-ish. So it would have been late. So they told me the first payment is gonna be, you gotta go pay it to the dealership. And then on February, then you could, since we'll have the file and everything already, you will start paying it to us. And that was kind of weird because I never had to deal with that, like I said. And to do a car payment to the dealership, that's a little weird. But pretty much, to summarize everything, I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist of it. So they told me, look, whether you gotta finance again the vehicle, pretty much find somebody, a different bank, because the bank, they saw, obviously they did a red flag. And usually when the finance companies have red flags, and when they interview people and they have a red flag, they usually cancel the contract, and they'll be like, nope, we're not gonna lend you the money for the vehicle, for the loan. They pretty much close the doors on you, because that's like fraud pretty much. Like the way we could do this again is we gotta pretty much run your credit again and look for a different bank that's gonna finance, that's gonna give you the loan to finance the vehicle. Option 2 is give us the vehicle back. We'll give you 100% the refund of your down payment, and pretty much I could look for a different vehicle, or if I want to finance a different vehicle, I can. So in my head, and I mean, here we're going back and forth, obviously, like I don't want to get too much into detail because it will be a long video. Tell them, hey, look, on Saturday when you get there, let me know. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna text you when I'm on my way at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna bring you the car. Better have my money, whether it's cash, a check, or refund me my money right then and there, and we just call it quits. So pretty much, under the paper says I voluntarily gave up the car, but in reality I really didn't, because I had no choice. I didn't want to run my credit again, because like I don't want to be losing points. All right, give them both of the keys back, and keep in mind I added miles to the car, so on there, and they're gonna lose. Well, from where I see, they're still gonna scam somebody, obviously, to make that money, recoup the money that they lost from me. What happened, and I did have a choice, but I didn't want to. So I'm like, you know what? This is a sign of, like, you know, a sign of God. It's his plan. I'm not gonna force something that is not meant to be. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, and that's how I see it. So that's why I'm not even bummed out at all or nothing. I'm like, you know what? Is that what God wants? That's what He wants. You know, things happen for a reason. This is the story on why you guys clicked this video. We gotta get this grind up to 2025, man.